My name is Olumide Akintayo. I'm going to share with you some funding sources that are available. Number one is quickly your savings, your own personal savings. See, if you believe in your idea so much, I think you should be able to save. You want to try because one of the reasons I said the number one is your own money. If you truly believe in that idea, then put your own money into it. Number two, if you are going to make mistakes and lose money, it won't be other people's money. They won't be dragging you. Okay? And our most important currency is integrity. It's one of the biggest weapon that I'm using. There's nobody I do business with that will tell you that I lost their money or they have any issue of integrity with me. Okay, because before I even ask you to come and join me in this venture, I have tried it and proven it very well with my money. The second source of income you want to consider is probably friends and family. Okay, and one of the things I tell people is that make people offers they can't resist. Everybody has a sense of personal selfishness, so to say, if I can use that word. Okay, if you have proven this with your own money and you are sure you can make X amount, why not invite people and share the profits? Say, okay, if I can raise X amount, let's say 1 million, I am sure I can make 50% by the end of that farming cycle. Okay, and I need 1 million. Then you make a list of people who you know who can afford a chunk of that 1 million. Don't just ask them to give you. Show them your plan. In fact, show them your records, your past records. That see, this thing I'm asking you to invest, I've done it with my own money. I've made like this. And that's what I will talk about later, maybe if I didn't forget. Always do your transactions within your bank. Let your transaction go through your bank. Let there be history. Your bank is one way you keep your business histories. If you print out your bank transaction and show them, see my history. I have done like this and I've made this much. Okay? And I want to give you, if you go, now all banks are asking people to come and buy shares. You are basically doing the same thing. That's what they are doing. Said we have succeeded with this bank. We are asking people to come and also take shares in this our bank. That's what the share is all about. They are all raising money now, so you can leverage the same idea. Okay, you can share that into that 1 million, for example, into maybe depending on the list of people you're able to come by, and offer them a portion of the profits. Ultimately, I promise you, if they know they will make something from it, mostly they will comply. And if they trust you, back to what I said earlier about integrity, if they trust you and they are sure that you are somebody who has integrity, they will invest. You'll be shocked how much. This is how I started. My baba was not Dangote. Came from a very poor background. Okay, but I am telling you what I have practiced. I can raise bigger money now from other sources, but I didn't always start that way. I started the way I'm telling you. First my own money, secondly friends and family. Okay, over time I'm going to other sources that I will also be sharing with you. Other sources that I am leveraging. So aside that, another one that I will share with you is join cooperatives. Very, very important. Join cooperatives. There are cooperatives round about you. Take advantage of them. Sometimes our going to school seems to be our problem. Some of the cooperatives have been to involve people who are not learned. Okay, it seems the book we only think of banks. Banks in Nigeria, unfortunately, are not your friends. I'll tell you where banks come in. I take money from banks also. I'll tell you where I take money from banks without collateral. I'll share that with you later. But for now, we're talking about cooperative. Okay, that is the cheapest money that is available in Nigeria. As I tell you, the cheapest money available in Nigeria is cooperative. You are taking those money with less than 10% interest. Less than bank money now. Banks are giving loan upward of 30%. Those cooperatives are giving those loans for people for below 10%, highest 10%. Okay, so you join. This is how those cooperatives work. You join, you save with them. After some months, you qualify to take multiple of that money you have saved. For example, if you are saving 100,000 with them every month, by 6 months time, if that's their own calendar, the ones I know in 6 months time, most of those cooperatives, you are qualified to take a loan. So you take multiple, sometimes 2x, sometimes 3x that amount you have saved. So if, for example, you've saved 600, you qualify to take 1.8, yeah, 1.8. Okay, so leverage the advantage, and trust me, there are cooperatives all around, especially in the south. There are cooperatives all around that you can take advantage of. I'm telling you, those are the cheapest money. Banks are not your friend, I'm sorry. Cooperatives are your friends. Okay, you can take multiple of the money you have, and once you have integrity, you can grow with time in those platforms and take even bigger money. There are cooperatives where you can take as high as 50 million, 100 million, hundreds of millions in this Nigeria. I'm telling you, smart farmers don't bother themselves much with banks. They leverage cooperatives. Okay, so this is how bank lend money to me without collateral. So how does the bank loan me money without collateral? So what I use is that, like I told you earlier in the video, I said you want to ensure all your transactions are going through your bank account. You don't know the disservice you are doing to yourself when you scatter your transaction. Have a single business account and make sure money is going in and going out. The major thing that will be your asset is your turnover. That's my biggest collateral, my turnover. Okay, I understand this thing. All transactions go through my bank. All transactions. It goes in, comes out, goes in, comes out. It is what you can present to the bank. See my track record. I said it earlier. Okay, your bank is your track record now, is your modern track record. Okay, so the bank will study. You can take your transaction from one bank and take it to another bank. They take it. You just want to be sure that, okay, you have a very busy account. Okay, when the bank knows you do a large turnover, they will be them. Mostly it's my banks that call me to come and take money. That's the truth. So to raise money from banks, the easiest way is for you to have a very good turnover. When you have turnover and they feel you qualify, they will be the ones to call you. I take bank loans, but they are the ones that call me. I have property, I have assets to take proper loan, but most of the bank's loan I take is without collateral. So my collateral is my turnover. I just show them my turnover. They look at my turnover and call me, you qualify for X million. So I sign papers and I take the money, I use it for my business, I return it. Again, if you ever get any opportunity for money, I cannot stress this enough. Ensure if it will cost you to sell all that you have, return it. You are building what they call credit score. The reason it's not that there's no money in the banks, it's just that, in fact, I can tell you federal government is pressuring the banks to give small SMEs money. But what they have discovered, the banks have discovered, is that most times people don't pay back those money. There's a lot of defaults. So those banks will take it back to the government and say, you said we should give this people money. See, they have defaulted a lot. So that's usually what is happening. So for those of you who are watching this, if any of this opportunity ever comes your, please, if it will cost you anything, ensure that you pay back. Okay, you won't know the damage you'll be doing to somebody else who have genuine ideas. And maybe I should throw this out there. If your idea is trustworthy, even me self, I can invest in your idea. So if you have some ideas that you are sure of and you can convince me that you can make X profits and I can make my share. You know, earlier I told you about the fact that you must offer people, make people offers they can't resist. If you give me an offer and I feel what you are saying is genuine and you don't need too much money, I can invest in your business. That's the truth. Once it's for me to make profit, why not? It's going to be a win-win. Okay, so but like I said, integrity is key. I used to tell some people this: when you feel you cheat people, what you made is what you know. What you have lost, you will never know. The bigger opportunities you will have missed, you won't know. I said earlier, there's nobody I do business with. This is a live video. I'm saying it with all my mouth. There's nobody I've done business with that will come back and tell you that no, I did them bad. These things you are building record, and you are conscious of your business integrity. You are building record. The day will come when you will be operating big. That's where I am now. That's the truth. But I didn't start this high. Okay? I didn't start this high. I started small, but I always return people's money. And if I promise them any interest, I always give it back. So I can knock on the door again and they will open. Okay, but when people take advantage, when people take advantage of others, they are hurting themselves for future needs. And another point, which is back to what I said earlier, that try that business with your own money before you take other people's business. Because that's another problem. People take people's money to do business they've not for. Eventually, they get to lose the money and they get bad credit record. Okay, so it's better you try with your own little money. There's what they call in the tech minimum viable product. Try that business idea with as little money as possible. That's the best idea. Most people think about raising money quickly. Don't raise, even if you have the opportunity to raise money, don't jump into raising money until you have proven that business is sustainable and is profitable. Then you can raise money from people. If you can convince people that your business will generate the returns, and I'm telling you, raising money is not as hard as most young people think it is. I'm telling you, it's not as hard as most people think it is.